Hello, my darling Fumination. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. Ladies, please, gentlemen, please, don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button on your way out so that you can have regular Fumski content. We are having a meet and greet, my darlings, on the 20th of July. We are having the most fabulous, the most wonderful summer splash Fumination meet and greet on the 20th of July here in London, United Kingdom at the Novotel Hotel in Hammersmith. We are going to have goodie bags. I will be updating this event on a weekly basis just to include all of the brands that are going to be coming. We have special guests, my darlings. Oh my God. And the event is going to be from 1 to 6. And darlings, for the first time ever, you are going to have an exclusive to my brand. I am so excited. I cannot wait for you guys to be there. We are also going to have vendors. We have fashion. We have style. And for those of you that are coming from different countries, get in touch with Sabali Travel. They will book your flights for you. They will book your hotel rooms for you. They are the absolute best, and they booked for Fumination last year. We're going to take pictures together. We're going to have a fabulous lunch. We're going to have fabulous cake, fabulous drinks, music, dancing. There are going to be giveaways. There are going to be prizes to be won. There is so much going to be going on. It's really an extravaganza. It is the Fumination extravaganza, and all of the brands that I love for my skin, for my hair, Healthy Hair Studio, it's going to be there. The makeup, it's going to be there. All the sweets and all the treats. It's an extravaganza. It's going to be a day to remember. And yes, my darling, it's a family occasion, so the children can absolutely come. Absolutely come. We are going to have a fabulous day, and it's going to be on a Sunday. On a Sunday, my darlings. So come along, come with the family, and be ready to be entertained. Get ready to be motivated. Get ready to be inspired with the special guests that we have. It is going to be like no other. And I did this especially for you, to show my gratitude for all that you have done for me all of these years. You're going to live for it. Tickets are below. Tickets are below. They're selling out fast, and I am just so excited to meet all of you. What am I wearing? I am wearing an old dress that I bought in Express circa 2003. That makes it what? Oh my God, 22 years ago. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie, and it just works for me. It just works. I like it. It's easy to wear, and you already know that I love animal print. All right, darlings, why are we here? Because we have Diddy Poo, or Diddy P, as the case may be, from our updates about the Diddy saga. They have gotten 12 jurors. They've chosen the 12 jurors, and they have 6 on standby, should I say, subordinates. But before I go into the article on People magazine, I want to give everybody in this saga some advice, starting with Cassie's husband, who was in court yesterday, and the swarm of press that followed him all the way to his car was unbelievable. Darling brother of mine, this is a terrible time for you, because you're going to have to relive everything that Cassie has told you. This is your wife. This is your person in life. This is the mother of your children. There's going to be a lot of things that is going to be really hard to hear again from somebody outside of Cassie. For your mental health, take some breaks. It does not mean that you're not supporting Cassie. It does not mean that you don't want to wring Puffy's neck. It means that you're a father, you're a husband, and you have feelings. And there's a lot here to swallow. No pun intended. So take some breaks. Refresh. Stay strong. Stay loved up. She's going to need you. The children are going to need you. If you have outside support, family, friends, go right ahead and have that. Cassie, you're with child. Your mental health is everything. I want you to catch your breath. You're so strong, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, and I feel for you. I feel for you. I ask myself, listening to all of this, I wonder sometimes why you didn't walk through the door. And maybe you did, as we saw in the hotel. Perhaps I'm asking, why did you come back? Perhaps I'm asking, why did you stay? But I'm not you, you're not me. I was not in that circumstance. We have different strengths, and my God, you're strong now. So I salute you for this journey that you did not choose, for sure, for it to come out the way it did publicly, even though I think you would have taken it to your grave if you could. I don't know, Mama, but I do have empathy for you and somebody that is carrying a baby right now. Take care of yourself, take care of your husband, take care of your children. That is where all of this is really going to count. And you need therapy. We are literally in the very, very early stages of this case. And I know I would need deep therapy. You need to be in therapy for years in order for you to be the best version of you. Once you're the best version of you, you can be the best wife, you can be the best mom, and you can be happy. And you will not carry that guilt like an albatross everywhere you go. I don't have all of the answers. God knows I don't have all of the questions, but this is what it is. Diddy Pooh, if you think that having your family in the courtroom every day is helping you, it's not. It's only showing the narcissistic person that you are. Your juries are observing you, and of course you want to win. But sometimes when you show you're prepared to win at the cost of other people's feelings, at the cost of other people, period, it will work against you. What we heard, or what I read, and knowing that your girls were there and they walked out, is not a good look for you. They don't have to show up for you the way you think they have to show up for you. They love you, regardless of the heinous things that you are being accused of. Your mother is 84. If we flip it, that's 16 years from 100. As strong as she is, give her some grace. She dealt with your father, now she's dealing with you. Give her some grace. This is the advice I'm going to give you. Because I want this to come out fair. Where the chips lay, let them lay. But if you are going to push this callously, the jury is observing. And it will not be the evidence that you're giving them. It will be the observation of who you are in that courtroom. Just some advice. I shouldn't be giving it to you. I know, but here I am. I live for law. I love law every day. The sexiest career to date is law. I live for it. But at the same time, I want to be fair. That's why I'm giving you this very priceless advice. So go to your lawyers. Anyway, Diddy Pooh showed up in court in grey, in silver, since he's now kind of grey himself. His goatee, his hair matched up with his grey sweater, white shirt, black pants, and he was giving heart emojis to his family, hugged his lawyer, of which he should, and he looked quite okay. Needless to say, here in London, England, we are getting all of the information. People had this to tell us, of which I'm going to narrate to you. Man testifies he was paid thousands to have S with Cassie, as Diddy watched until something turned him off. Daniel Phillip, who says Cassie Ventura paid him for S, testified that Sean Combs was in the room at the time. This is written by Elizabeth Rossner, Liam Quinn, and Ben Brackfield. A male S worker testified at Sean Diddy Combs' trial that he was paid thousands of dollars to have S with Cassie Ventura, while the music mogul watched and emmed. Daniel Phillip testified that he was hired to strip at a bachelorette party at Manhattan's Gramercy Park Hotel, but that he was ultimately paid for S by Cassie Ventura. When he arrived at the hotel, Phillip said Ventura asked him for a massage with baby oil, all while Combs was in the room clad in a white robe, a baseball cap, and a bandana over his face. Phillip said Combs introduced himself as being in the importing and exporting business, though he recognized the mogul by his voice. He said that while he had S with Ventura, the music mogul sat in the corner and pleasured himself. Phillip went on to say he was paid many times to have S with Cassie, receiving up to $6,000 per encounter, with Combs sometimes giving instructions to the pair or filming. One time, Phillip told jurors Ventura even asked him to pee on her. Cassie was actually the one that asked me to pee on her, Phillip recalled. She asked me if I had ever done that before. She told me to do it. Apparently, I was doing it wrong because they both told me. This is very bizarre. How do you pee on command? I can't do it. I'm just saying, you know what, for me, that's too much information. Move on. The arrangement continued, Phillip said, until he witnessed Combs being violent with Ventura, leading him to experience erectile dysfunction for the first time. My thoughts were, this was someone with unlimited power, he testified, and chances are that even if I did go to the police, I might still lose my life. I think for him, the S-worker, Phillip, he don't mind to get freaky, you know, here and there. He don't mind, but he still has a heart. He has a parameter. He has a border. He has a line. He has boundaries. And he said to himself, this just might be a little too much for me. And he had a conscience. And it made sense to him there and then. That's why this crazy, weird setup. That's why this man is here. Even though Cassie is asking for all of this, you know, waterfall, it's him that's demanding it. Because you see, once you see somebody inflict pain on somebody else, that's a whole, now it's no longer a fantasy. Now it's become a horror show and a nightmare. And that's why he just couldn't do it, because I think in his head, if he was still able to perform, he was going along with what Diddy was doing to Cassie. Yeah, that's how I see it. Phillip testified that he heard Combs slapping Ventura and her screaming out, "I'm sorry," before she ran out of the room, new to Phillip, and jumped in his lap. Phillip said he asked Ventura why she stayed with Combs despite the real danger of doing so. What did I say? What did I say? It became really real for him, and he was like, I don't want no parts. Opening statements in Combs' trial began on Monday, which was yesterday. Yeah, Combs was charged with S trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in P. In a September indictment, he pleaded not guilty. The indictment centers around what have been referred to as freak-offs, which prosecutors have alleged were elaborate and produced S performances. In the indictment, prosecutors also referenced surveillance video from a Los Angeles hotel appearing to show Combs assaulting Ventura in 2016, 9 years ago now. Ex-hotel security guard Israel Flores testified on Monday that Combs attempted to bribe him with $100,000 to keep silent about the incident and prevent any surveillance tapes from the public. Ventura is expected to testify on Tuesday, which will be today. Ventura's 2023 lawsuit against Combs set off a wave of subsequent lawsuits filed by dozens of people accusing the mogul of S misconduct. Though Ventura's suit was settled that day after it was filed, Combs has denied any wrongdoing. If convicted, Combs could face up to life in prison. He is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. leave a comment if you so will and wish. Terrible. It really is terrible. And you know what? I tell you, it's funny how life moves on. Life goes on. It's been 8 months. And I remember when this first broke out in September last year, it was every day, all day, hat to trot. It was so unbelievable. And I think that was what it was. It was unbelievable because of the shock. We were still in shock. It takes some time for you to absorb, because you see a person one way and then somebody is telling you, no, 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 he's nothing like that. It's shocking. And in a way, it's a grief. We are grieving because we have to let go of the person we thought we knew. And then at the same token, we have to accept, shockingly, the person that we want to reject. We now have to accept that truly there is a side to him that we did not know. And that's what this is. As far as I'm concerned, I will say it, let the chips fall where they may. I have to think of the victims. I have to think of the victims, and I have to think about all those that were affected and hurt, and for how long, if true, he got away with this. The facade, the mask has been ripped off, and it has to send a message to others out there that this is not the way to conduct yourself. And it's not the way to treat people. But we wait and see. It's very early days. And that is, my darling, my humble opinion. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings. I live for you. I love you so very much. And for those of you that are in relationships and you're dominated like this, speak to somebody, find somebody. You don't have to live like this. You don't. All of my love.